my name's Lizzie. I'm Anglican. In just under 6 weeks' time, I'm going to be moving into a convent ready to become a postulant. I finished work a couple of days ago, so if you're wondering what on earth I'm doing with my days now in these next few weeks, this just gives you an insight into the kinds of stuff that I'm having to get on with in these days.
I will hold your people in my heart.
I'm taking a bag, well, an old laundry bag of things to just around the corner to the charity shop. But I'm really lucky just to live literally about 100 meters from a charity shop, so you can come with me. So yeah, the shorts have come out because it's quite warm today, but also it's easier when you're sorting stuff out not to be tripping over a long skirt. I still have furniture for now anyway. Let's go. You can see how close I live to the charity shop. I didn't think I owned that much stuff, but it's amazing how much stuff you accumulate, and I kind of blame our weather because I really do like owning as little as possible, but in this country, because all the seasons are so different from each other, you end up having to have different clothes for every season, obviously, but for me that ends up as like different socks and tights for every season, different pyjamas for different seasons. If you lived in a country where the temperature and the weather stayed more or less the same year round, you could get by on like back quarters and stuff that I own. I can smell barbecue, I think. It's making me hungry. The charity shop are getting to know me very well, partly just because I love charity shops and I've been in and out there for years anyway, so they know me from that. I keep going around going, oh that's nice, and then I remember that was mine, that I've given to them a few months ago. Oh, what's cool, there's the charity shop's very, very close to me, and also there's a cafe across the road that I've gone to quite a bit over the years, and so because all the staff at both the charity shop and especially the cafe that know what I'm doing, that they keep asking me questions about either nuns or about Christianity in general. Like even the last time that I was in Costa Coffee across the road, there were two members of staff on duty. One of them's Christian and one of them isn't, and we just ended up having a three-way conversation all about Christianity and church. So just when people know that you're looking at religious life, they're quite happy, even in the middle of a place where you wouldn't normally be having conversations about church and Christians, to ask questions. So yeah, that was cool, having conversations all about communion and different church services. That they were asking, what is it exactly that Christians do in church? Because I go to church every day, and the young man that was working at Costa, he's from a very different tradition from me, but he goes to church every day as well. So they were asking like what we both did when we were in church. But anyway, so I'm trying to get all the last things to the charity shops, like all the last things in my flat that I'm not giving to other people. I've pretty much got there in working out which bits of furniture are going to go to who and when. I've still got endless lists to make of all the sorts of stuff you do when you move house, like stopping standing orders and direct debits, like ending my internet and my phone, all that kind of stuff. Like for me, it's not even changing address. Like if you were moving house, you just change the address for your internet and you wouldn't have to end things like your mobile contract, whereas I'm having to do all of that kind of stuff as well. So I'm trying to just sort my day out so that I've got a pattern, like a timetable, like I've lived with anyway, and like you would have in a convent. So I've got set times for prayer and meals. At least that gives some structure. Here we are, see rider. But then I'm trying to have like at least an hour where I just do all the boring paperworky internet stuff, and then I'm getting looks for talking to myself now. But then trying to have time where I spend each day, a bit of each day, just meeting with friends, spending time with friends, and then having a few days where I actually have just proper holiday, where I'm not sorting out my flat. So I'm just going to get a nice balance between getting boring stuff done and actually having a break. Right, let's drop this here and I'll let them know it's here for them. They're expecting me. That's the Costa coffee that I was talking about. But anyway, where was I? There we go. So I'm trying to get a balance each day between maybe doing like 1 hour of like boring paperworky internet stuff, and then spending a couple of hours working on clearing everything out of my flat. I think kind of paperwork and books will be next once I've done all kind of the clothes kind of things, blankets and stuff like that I don't need. I wonder if that smell of barbecue was this Kobe Sizzler restaurant, I don't know. And then obviously having free time and meeting up with friends each day as well. But on top of that, I have got actual holiday days booked. So this weekend I'm spending the whole weekend with a friend that lives on a narrowboat. So we're going to go around on that and actually kind of get it out of where it's moored and go up and down a bit of a canal on it, which would be really nice. And then next week, welcome to London Road. Next week, I'm going to spend about a week with my brother and sister as well, who happen to live in the same city, which is convenient. So that they're the kind of more holiday bits I've got booked. And then there are a few friends who don't live within Leicester that I'd like to go and visit as well before I leave, before I move into the convent. And then I've got one day where I've kind of booked myself in for one last quiet day at the convent nearer me that I go to once a month normally, where my spiritual director is, because it'd be good to go and speak with her as well before I move into the religious community that I'm actually looking at joining. So at least I've got some days where I'm not doing all this sort of preparation work. I'm just actually having like proper holiday. And it's weird because I haven't really been able to afford to go on holiday for years, and my annual leave days I've used just to go on quiet days to convents. So this is my sort of, this reminds me of when you're at school and you actually have summer holidays and you're in summer holiday mode, and I definitely feel in summer holiday mode in my shorts as well. So it's nice to have that summer holiday vibe again after all these years. So that's basically what I'm doing with myself these days and these next few weeks.